Hi guys, Yvette here. Thanks for returning if you're a subscriber. If you're a random clicker, I don't know how you caught this, you must be meant to. It's been 9 months since I made a video. I checked it. I've been through a lot, and a lot of us have been going through similar kind of bullshit. Very taxing to the spirit. We put everything we've got into trying to correct a situation, but sometimes it's hard to recognise that the effort's not worth it until you find out that somebody's got a hidden agenda and no real concern for you at all. Nasty. Insanely toxic. But anyway, I've spent 9 months in severe hermit mode. Maybe you can identify with that. Even if you're working, you might spend time alone, deep in your thoughts. If you're coming out of a bad situation, then it's a good thing to keep yourself distracted. You don't want any of their negative projections and bad thoughts interfering with your recovery. Sometimes I still feel things coming towards me and I know it's not mine, so I just bounce it off. Or suck it up, transmute it into positive. You can do it. If I can do it after what I've been through, you guys can do it too. Energy can be transformed. Silly buggers don't realise that. When we've been sent enough, the guys on our side are going to push it right back. It's a universal law of karma. They can't escape it. They're just creating themselves more. Anyway, not my problem. Don't allow it to be your problem either. So guys, I've got a poem for you. I wrote it in April, so I was about half cooked in my gestation period at the time. And I did feel settled after completing it somewhat. By forming an analogy, likening my experiences over my 58 years, feelings, thoughts, the general effect on me. I likened it to a physical thing, not spiritual, not just in my mind. And then seeing it as a real thing, even though it was still in my mind, it was on a piece of paper. I could see the pieces and understand just how affected we are by people sometimes. Not everyone, some people can glide through life and, the shish doesn't stick. They're lucky. But when you've been mistreated right from the start, it's chronic. It's not only complex, it's chronic. It's hard to establish boundaries when you've never been allowed to have any. Your personal space hasn't been respected. I know this is really off topic from my usual videos, but regardless, there's a reason for it. Yes, Lord. It's all to do with the planets. What's happening in the sky. It's time. Time to separate the wheat from the weeds. Anyway, I better read you this poem. I'll show you another picture though. You know, so this one is just a feeling of the day closing, that part of my life closing. And it's not a scary storm, it's beautiful. It's not even a storm, it's just beautiful, the light shining on all of those dark bits behind, you know, like you can't escape the light. Beware, my light is going to antagonise your shadows. Isn't that beautiful? My daughter actually took that picture. Probably around the same time, actually, that I wrote the poem. Eastern coast of Australia, a full moon. A feather in the wind, that was me. As fragile as a flame reaching for oxygen, a broken feather can be. Feathers aren't always free to ride the breeze. People find a thing fragile, natural, and crush it, being seen to be weak. Its once innocent beauty gets old, stained and scarred. Despised for its realness, repeatedly picked up, found wanting, and discarded. The holder sees no value and shows no care. The feather shrinks, retreats, taken with the undercurrent of loneliness and despair. The feather's very structure is impacted by interaction. If treated with respect, it may be a blessing, but threats only bring destruction. Becoming unrecognisable, disappearing from sight. Without regard, the cruelties of life drained its light. The oil of resilience, unable to shine, washed out and masked by debris, fractured in time. It thinks of being held, remembers being seen. It watched what went by, while camouflaged by dirt and considered unclean. Its days aren't wasted. It's reached the ground. It's comfortable now, resting in the litter and shade, no longer waiting to be found. It doesn't have to shine, doesn't want to be seen. There are many old feathers scattered all around. Occasionally, we're washed clean. Don't stay stuck, guys. Even if you don't think it's really bad, even if you still have, your own freedom and stability financially, abuse erodes your spirit. Abuse erodes your identity. Abuse restrains your life purpose. Love you guys. Good luck. Talk to you again soon, eh?